101.
Yes, we are. Station with the attitude, Laser 101. We are in the building. And make sure you download the app. Of course, you can download the Laser 101 app, Phillipsburg Broadcasting app. Go to your app store, download it, and you can listen to us live. And then also, you can go to our website, laser101.fm, and watch us live. And also, there's a link for that as well, too. Super Kid, you have the link? There's like a direct link that we could send out. I send that out to some people sometimes.
Okay, yeah, there's a direct link. It's a little too long, but you could just go to the laser101.fm, and it should show up. If you don't see it, because sometimes they still see the old player that says listen live. So there's a trick to it. You could go, click on a link, any link within the site. It'll take you to that next page. Then click back. The back button to take you back to the homepage, and then you'll see the watch live. But it's coming soon. They're updating our app, the same Phillipsburg Broadcasting app. They're going to add the Laser TV link there, so you could now watch it on your phone as well.
Correct. So you can watch it on the phone. You can actually watch our next guest, who is in the studio live. We were speaking to him earlier today over there by Koimon. King James!
Check.
All hail King
I'm
James.
here. I reached. The king is here.
Yes, sir.
King is here. What's going on, my brother? Long time no see.
I know, right? It's been about, what, 2 hours?
Yeah, about 2 hours ago. Let's get right to it. You got some new music, because the fans have been waiting for some new music. We've been waiting. And finally, you got some new music. What took so long? First question.
So, what took so long is just the perfectionist that I am, you know.
He's a Virgo.
True.
I just had to, you know, because once you put it out there, it's out there, you know, and that's it. It's gone. You can't pull that back. So I just wanted to take time to really get everything right, you know, get the sound right, get the mix. And I got definitely shout out the whole team. Dizzle Bueno, CL Productions, Fridge the drummer, Zavo on the beat. Who am I missing? Wildfire, Patu. I should have walked with a list, you know. If I forget anybody's name, sorry. Skelet, you know, the team, everybody. You know, because I run through everything. You know, what you think about this? What you think about it? You know, every input and everything. I just want to make sure that everything good. You know, it's 55 years. We ain't come to play. Are you gonna be the judge when you hear the music? Yeah, excited.
Do you write your own music?
Some of the tracks. So this one I wrote. So 2 out of the 3, and then the third one I did the melody. Okay. And then shout out to Daryl. See, I forgot her name.
Daryl? MP Daryl?
No.
I was like, he doing music too?
Daryl Jervis out to Trinidad. So he's one of the writers behind Hello with Kes, and he was Kes' creative director with writing, and so at a certain point, and he's done other big hits and so forth. He's actually going to be here for Koncert X. He's going to be here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so shout out to Daryl. Body Language.
Okay.
That was Daryl. Bun Them Out. The one with where who jobless, no man curse, and we can Daryl.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely shout out to the team.
Okay. So when it comes to you choosing production, is it always Dizzle Bueno or is it somebody else? Like,
nah, not really. Those are the go-to. You know, like that's the go-to group click, you know, that hey, but I try to branch out and work with different people, because everybody got like a different sound, so you never know what some producers some writers might pull out of you that wasn't there before, you know, like that. With the writers though, I cannot stick to one, because you know, once a writer gets familiar with you, they know how to write for you.
True.
You know, they understand your style, they understand, you know, they understand you on, you know, whole. So once writers, not so much, even though I'm open to writers, any writers out there that interested, you know, send your work. I'm always willing to open to work, but for the most part, I tend to stick to when I find something that's working. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, so
true.
I stick with it.
When you write for yourself, you need a beat, or you can just do it.
It could go either way.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes I just get vibes, and then I would just, if I go through my phone now, I would, if you hear the voice notes.
Oh, okay.
So I would just catch a melody or something, because I catch melody. I do melodies first, and then I put the lyrics to the melody.
Okay.
Because melodies are the most important thing of the song. You know, you have a catchy melody, you can fit anything in that. That's why in hip hop, in these different genres, sometimes like they don't even know what is being said in the verse or the chorus. It's just the melody. It's just, they could hum it for you, they could whistle it for you, but they don't know the words, because they pay attention to the melody. And then once you get the melody, then you would then learn the words as you go along, as you go from
Makes sense. When it comes to creating a song in the studio, on average, how long does it take you to drop your vocals like done? Boom. Or you person that's really perfectionist, like, do it again. No,
Yeah.
record it again.
Yeah, so I'm actually like that.
Oh,
And the crazy
really?
thing- Yeah, I'm actually like, right? And Dizzlers be like, that good enough. I was like,
It's good enough.
You sure? I was like, that good. I was like,
Let me play
Let me do
that.
one more time. Let me do one more time. He was like, all right, let's go again. He's like, yeah, I'm that guy. I am
Yeah.
definitely that guy. I'm the guy that when we writing, if we missing out one word, couple words for that part, and it's like, just say this, and it's like, let me think about it. Like,
Go get a thesaurus.
yeah, let me think about it. And then sometimes we would end back up to the point where it's like we use those words that was suggested in the beginning.
Right.
But for me, I rather let's try everything, and then if we come back, we come back.
back,
Then
we
to
come
just say, okay, let's take this way,
Right.
and then after the fact, it's like, bye, something. Let's
should've.
go. I should have really take some time and.
It's 4:00 in the morning. Can we go home, King James?
And it has been like that sometimes. Like one of the last times, shout out to Dizzle again. We was in the studio for like, we reached studio like after 9, 10, and we left like 3. And we were just in there at it.
Producer hates to see you coming.
Well,
Here he comes again. But they do know that when they work with you, it's gonna be a hit.
Exactly.
So something's coming.
And for me, it's not even about making a hit. It's about making something great, and then let that do the rest.
Okay.
Let the work speak for itself. Because sometimes there's a lot of songs that we do that sometimes don't become hits just because of the level that you're on. Like example, let's say if Voice, I Can't Behave Myself. Shout out to Voice one time. That's
I
the
can't
that's the big
behave
bro.
myself.
If I sang that song, it wasn't gonna be as big as it was as how with Voice singing it, because Voice is Voice, and
Yeah.
he is at that level. He has that reach. The same thing with Marshall. I could have sing Party. I could have sing if I'd
Encore.
sing Encore. It wasn't gonna be what it is for sure.
True.
And not that it wasn't a good song. It's not a great song. It's just the fact of who, the level that you're on, the spotlight that you have on you, and those type of things, is what really is. So I don't really focus on when I go in the studio. It's not about we gotta make a hit.
Right.
It's
So you
about-
wouldn't consider yourself at that level because you're I mean, here at home, definitely for sure, you have, that you have your following. The neighboring islands too, people know you. You're getting known. I saw you doing the rounds over there in Trinidad. You try to visit all the other carnivals, and you have a connection with these, artists and producers and writers. So when do you think then you'll get on that? Is there something that you still have to experience or feel before you say, okay, I think I'm on that level?
I think it's the exposure. On the level in regards to talent-wise, I feel like we are there.
Okay.
Experience, no. Because, I'm a man like Marshall in the game for 40 years,
True.
Hey,
You
So-
even 40 yet?
Yeah, no, exactly. So, is the experience and the exposure. The level of music we have that talent. And just look at congratulations to the national team that went to the Carifta Games.
Naja.
Naja, Wyatt, shout out to them. It's not that we have the talent. It's just about getting to the right places and getting on those stages to be able to display what we have. That's all. And that's when we see things that when you hear say like the government is like, yeah, the government is no, it's because being a small island, being from St.Maarten, we can't do it ourselves. We need that extra push. That it's not even that push. It's more like that is like when somebody vouch for you.
Right.
It's like when you go somewhere, it's like, yeah, but G Money is if G Money vouch for you, then it's like if the government it's the government behind you, cool.
Right.
Like that. That's basically why they just need that stamp, that extra vouch that they could say, hey, yo, they here on official business, the government, that kind of way versus we just popping up and being like, hey, my name is King James, I'm from St.Maarten, and I here to sing for you guys. Okay, who sent you? Me. Skelet send me.
Yeah.
Who sent you?
Skelet send me. Yeah. So that's
But at the same time, you had opportunities like that. Like recently, you came back from Barbados.
Yeah,
when
and
you
again-
had when you had that whole thing, and then the people really
Caribana. No, Caribana.
No.
Was it Caribana? Carifesta?
Carifesta. Yeah,
Carifesta.
Carifesta. Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you performed, and the people loved you. Yeah. So I mean, you do this. There are opportunities that.
But we need more of those opportunities.
Okay.
That's the thing. That one time in Barbados, seen me last year, August.
Right.
We in April now. You think they remember me?
They might.
Maybe.
Some. I mean, I make connections over there, but just saying.
Yeah.
Versus, hey, we saw, like, more frequent.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
more they see you, outer sight, outer mind.
Yeah.
Correct.
And that's basically what it is. And a lot of the relationships that I have built over these past years, shout out to International Steven, you know, who took me under his wing and took me on tour with him and everything and put me in these places. You know, it's all about, because we small, we don't have that population, we don't have that following out there, is basically all of this is built off of relationships. You know, because at the end of the day, you can't be upset with them because you in Trinidad. Why? No, let's be real. Why would a Trinidad, or let's just say Marshall, why would Marshall want to take me under his wing to go out there and become the big artist that I'm destined to be and all of that? And then he's like, what does he get in return? When he could take somebody from Trinidad and do that with. Because when he go there, he do that with that Trinidad, that person waving the same flag that he waving, you know? Versus, so it's that's that little piece. So the connects that I've been doing is building a relationship. So now it's not Marshall now in a sense just taking King James from St.Maarten with her. No, King James is actually my partner. Like we actually have a relationship, you know. So it's how would you say, it's more to it now than just you know. In that
but
sense.
at the same time, I understand what you're saying. But at the same time, I also feel that we have those relationships. We've built those relationships. We bring them here, but now when it's time for them to, hey, I want you to come.
But why we
those are not being, you know, I feel sometimes it's not a two-way street.
Exactly. And why? But why not? Because we don't bring them here because we're doing them a favor. We bring them here because the demand is here. People want to see them here. The people are asking for them. We want Marshall. We want Kess. We want Voice. We want Vaughn. We want this. We want that. Let's go Trinidad. They're not saying we want King James, we want Voss, we want Kenyo, we want this. They're not saying it.
Right,
so
right.
you understand? That's it right there. It's simply the demand. The demand is there for them versus the other way around. You know, so that's why, like, again, it goes back to why would Marshall bring me Trinidad?
So let's reverse a little bit. I really dig what both of y'all are saying. But how, instead of us getting to the countries, how do we get our music to be played in these countries? For instance, you was in Trinidad with me for Carnival. You saw the Grenadian invasion. They had all this Grenadian music being played for Carnival Trinidad. Some people couldn't understand why, whatever. But anyway, long story short, and then they eventually brought
the artists
because these songs were so big in Trinidad. They brought the artists to perform on the trucks and whatever. So what's your idea? How can we get our music, as in St.Maarten artists, played not just Trinidad, but in Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, St. Kitts, Anguilla? How?
You know, the answer to that is, anyway, it's so crazy, but the support. You see what Grenada did and these other islands did? They stuck with their own. When you go Grenada for Carnival, you're getting jab. Straight, that's what you're getting.
Yeah. So
when you create, like, when it was so strong in Grenada and these other, that it overspilled into the other, because when people come, example, let's use Angola as a little, as a example, right here. When you go Angola for Carnival, you see Exodus, you see Panther how much times, you hear the music how much times. That's what you're getting while you're there. So by the time you leave Angola, you leaving with one of their songs on your mind, on your playlist or something. So you're left with that because it was so same thing with Dominica. We went Dominica, you're getting the bouillon. Why the bouillon spreading? Because the bouillon, like, you're getting it, Dominica, you're just getting it. So you leave from there with it. And it's like, yo, I was in Dominica and I love this song. Yeah. And then when I leave and I go back Australia, and I leave and I go back Japan, and I leave and I go back America, and I leave and I go back Europe, and I just like, yo, I was in Dominica and they had this music playing and I could listen everywhere you went, it was there. To the point where that's how it's going to spread. You know, because the other, like Grenada. So when you go other places, there's a lot of Grenadians, Trinidadians, Bajans, Antiguans that migrate overseas. You understand? So when you book a Grenada artist from Miami, let's say, there's a couple hundred, if not thousands, Grenadians over there. So when you're away, you still have that relationship with home. You want to know what happened in home. Who like, if I'm from St.Maarten and I live in Holland now and they ask, yo, who got a big tune in St.Maarten for Carnival this year? Whoever they say, Hollywood, King James, Zavo, Rum, Light. That's what they want here because home, that's what home playing.
Yeah.
So they want to be, I still connected home, so that's what I want to play. So when we come to Holland, they're going to come see us because the numbers are there, That's what they know what going on back home.
Yeah.
So they up to date with the music, and the same thing with Grenadians. When they go Miami, the Grenadians coming out to see the artists because they know what's being played in Grenada, and that we coming out to support. Now with St.Maarten for these locations is different because our stronghold is Holland and France.
Right.
Those are two. We have couple people in the US, but spread out. So if we really had to have a show and a promoter books me and he buys my ticket and he pays my fee and he puts me up and he gives me per diem, we had what? Maybe $5,000 there?
Yeah.
Is he guaranteed in ticket sales to make that back? You know?
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of promoters will tell you. Come, if you can make it here, I can put you on the show. Because they ain't gonna take that expense. Because all that expense then is like, am I gonna make it back? Like how much tickets am I gonna sell because you on the show?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But then at the same time, you also said, you know, like Grenada, Dominica, the people from there, they embrace and support their locals, their music and everything. In St.Maarten, it's a little different. It's kind of like you gotta like pull teeth and thing and
fingernail, toenail.
And even you've been in the music game for a long time, and before, for you to even reach the level that you are now, you had to fight. You had to fight for it.
Sacrifice.
You had to
invest.
prove to the people of St.Maarten, like, hey, I could do something, guys. I'm here.
Yep.
You know. And do you still feel that it's still kind of difficult to still please your St.Maarten people, or has it been a little bit easier now? Now that because you know you've been consistent, you've been putting out good music.
I think it's a lot easier now. But just to touch back on what you said about the support and stuff, and yeah, that's the issue we have here, and we like because they like to use the card. Oh, we are melting pot. So you trying to tell me we the only island in the Caribbean has a melting pot?
True.
No other Caribbean island is melting. They just strictly.
None of them is melting.
None of them melting. None of them melting. They're solid.
Global warming.
You know, they're solid.
Right.
You know that's the excuse we've been using for so long,
yeah.
and that's not true. These other countries and these other islands have other nationalities there as well, and some big numbers also.
Yeah.
But the problem is what we did wrong versus them is we did not come. We the friendly island. We welcome you. Come. We love everybody. I love everybody.
Yeah.
But we had to keep our culture at the forefront.
We
And then everybody else falls underneath that.
Yeah.
And that's what these other islands
we
did.
we let others come in
and take the spot.
and they push.
We move away and say,
Yeah.
look, go man, take the number one spot, man.
Yeah,
You go ahead.
yeah.
We cool in the back here, man. We just watching you do your thing.
Right.
And that's the problem. You understand? Soca is playing Grenada, but he ain't playing more than Jab Jab. You understand?
Right.
In Trinidad, Jab Jab just playing Trinidad, but he ain't playing more than Soca.
Even that had a fight for what's bouillon and what's soca and
You know,
everything.
and that's
You don't. Let's not even get.
whoa, we have to schedule an interview for that one.
Well, Soca's playing in Dominica, but not more than.
Bouillon.
Right.
You understand? But what play more than everything?
It's St.Maarten.
It's St.Maarten.
Yeah, true.
Everything but St.Maarten music.
Well, going back to a point that you made, because you said we have to play our music for it to catch. There was a year. What year was it? It was the year when Kenyo had "Who You For."
Oh, Who You For? Oh, yeah. That song went global.
Everybody was playing that song. So then my friends were here. Of course, they come every year from New York, and then Carnival done over. You know, Malcolm. He went to some club, some bar in Manhattan. He called me, like, "Yo, look what's playing here."
Yeah.
It was Kenyo's "Who You For." He was like in Manhattan in a bar in a club, and they were playing the song. He was like, "Yo."
Yeah.
And like that's going back to your point where you said we have to keep feeding them St.Maarten music, and they're gonna at least say, "Hey, you know,
Yeah.
wow."
Exactly, because when look at it right now, the world is coming to St.Maarten for Carnival 55. We have sort of spotlight on us. We have how much IG accounts. If we add up all the followers with everybody that coming with an IG account, we in the millions.
Yeah.
You understand? And imagine they watching a video.
And that one song just keeps popping up on everybody's video.
And the songs, because the
Yeah,
songs. True. But imagine, that video go viral and then it's a song that's not from St.Maarten.
Yeah.
You understand? And it's like, and then, but what does the heading say? St.Maarten Carnival. You understand?
True.
So all they see St.Maarten Carnival, they hear that song.
They put it together.
But I got to do it with. Right. And then when they go look for that song and they realize, but wait, that's a Grenadian, that's a Trinidadian, that's a Bayesian, no, St.Maarten now just got pushed out of the picture. And that's why, for my thing is, I always say this, I don't have a problem with the bouillon and all these different things. cause we's a melting pot, right? Let it be our bouillon.
Yeah.
Leave the bouillon that boss be our artist on the bouillon.
True.
Bouillon's been a part of St.Maarten culture for years.
For a long time, yeah.
You understand? They had Explosion Band and these things. They run the place.
Right.
You understand? So it ain't that. But they lived here. Explosion Band was living here.
Right.
You understand? St.Maarten was their home.
Yeah.
In that sense. And that's how it is. So for me, sing the job, sing the this. Because at the end of the day, the sounds all belong to what? The Caribbean. We are the Caribbean. You understand? And at the end of that, as I always tell people is, when you ask an American, hey, where you from? America. And then what part of America?
Right.
Then they specify. You understand? When you say, where you from? St.Maarten. Jamaica. No, we from the Caribbean.
Right.
What part of the Caribbean?
Right.
From Jamaica.
Me and you had this discussion.
Yeah, we
right?
had that. Yes, we did have that discussion.
We
you know?
had this discussion.
Because we gotta be Caribbean proud first,
Right.
and then the rest.
True.
You understand? Because we have, and I keep saying, listen, I get emotional because I've been like researching, like trying to figure out what's the thing, going different, the networking and all that. You hear the conversation, we have the numbers. If you put the Caribbean together, we have the numbers. You understand? We could function on just our numbers alone. We could go platinum on just our numbers alone in the
that's true.
Caribbean.
Too much
And for
division, that's
and for
our
those who
problem.
don't know about platinum, that's 1 million records sold. Platinum. You understand? We go multi-platinum in the Caribbean.
Correct.
But we just need to see each other as one.
That's one. Because you don't see the Latin community saying, well, salsa's better than bachata. No,
Right.
reggaeton's better than salsa.
Yeah.
Salsa's better. It's
It's
one.
all Latin music.
It's Latin music.
And then you have your
It's
subgenres, and then you have your different genres.
correct.
in it.
They're not.
The same thing like hip hop. You have trap. You
Yeah.
got rap. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
But we sometimes which I get mad at a lot of times. We have the crab in the bucket mentality, and we're too busy fighting each other. Just like you were saying before, Super Kid, with the post on Facebook and arguing and how come the athletes didn't get, like, can't we just be happy?
Yeah.
Can't we just be proud for the athletes? Can't we just be proud for King James, or I gotta be King James, or can't we just, like, we're one?
Be happy.
Like, it's just too much negativity, and it's just like we always look for the wrong in something. We're always looking to complain about something. Yeah, it's okay, but
You gotta,
why we gotta do we gotta jump up, but it's only 3. Why?
Yeah.
We gotta jump up.
Right.
I was about to
Exactly.
say, because in other countries, we are, if I'm not, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think we are one of the few islands that have as much road jams as we do.
We're the only island in the Caribbean that has 2 carnivals. Facts.
That too, exactly.
one.
That's
Done.
exactly. Done.
Done.
Exactly.
Nobody
That's
has
what-
2 carnivals.
Exactly. You know? So you're complaining, only 3 bands on the road. Well, you could have not be on the road, period.
Right.
How about that?
True.
Right.
Then you would have heard, no
Nobody?
jump up.
Yeah.
No jump up. You see that? No jump up.
55 years.
At least one truck.
No, at least one truck. Then you put one truck, only one truck. Oh, Jesus Christ. You put only 2 trucks, you take it away. Oh, no trucks, so no trucks for the jump.
Man.
Can't make them happy. You can.
What Spoon says, I love my island.
But I can't stand my people.
It's like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. So, back to the music.
Yes.
Back to you. Yes. Let's
Yes.
get back to the music. We
So-
vented. We good.
Yeah. And I mean, we gotta do like a podcast where we could sit there and really get in
This
depth.
is a podcast.
Yeah,
We-
man.
let's
Let's
But
schedule
you want
another
by
one.
words.
Oh, okay. Well, now you gotta talk to the minister.
I got a camera in like,
Now you gotta talk to the minister.
didn't
About.
cause I was on a Breakfast Club, so I can't cause I was here.
You can. I mean,
You can.
it's not against the law.
Right.
What is it?
It's not against the law.
I hear King James on the radio,
Aye.
busting them big dirty bars. I didn't know Eastmania and Kenneth Byron.
Yeah.
So yes, so to the music.
Yeah.
So we got 3 tracks. I came with 3 tracks. Again, the
3
delay-
brand new.
3 brand
Never
new tracks.
heard.
Never
Because you did
heard.
release some stuff.
Yes,
Oh,
I did,
Shake It.
yes,
You
I
had to
did. Oh,
shake
Shake
it.
It. Shout out
But
to
how come you didn't
Zabo.
do visuals for that?
Not as yet.
I
That
vexed
coming.
with you with that.
You hear what a song name, you gotta look for the right.
That coming. That coming. And
need to
we
write.
gonna- this season we gonna push a lot of visuals with the projects. This
I
season.
think that song could have been like really orca big if you would
If it
have
had a
visuals.
video.
You had visuals with this. I like this song.
I like
I
it.
think
I
it's a
love it.
great song. And I'm like, I even said to Super a couple times, I'm like, okay, where's the visuals?
Yeah, we working.
Did he release the visuals?
No, I ain't released the visual. but
I'm
we
like,
working.
where's the visuals? This is a hot
We
song.
working.
Yeah.
Okay, you work.
Appreciate it.
And then you had the one with the guy who came to do the steel pan.
Yes,
yeah.
I had Joshua. Shout out to Joshua, the Pan Man rhythm.
Okay.
Bun them out.
Right.
We did that, and then I had the
Biggest bumper. I like
biggest
that one
bumper,
too.
yes, on the Good Joy, Good Vibes rhythm. Yeah, we did that as well. And now we here with these three.
Okay, so you gave me 3 songs. Let's start with, you got one called it sounds like it's something perfect for Wet Fet Bacchanal Sunday. So let's start off with that one.
Let me start off with
What that one called?
Wet Me Down.
Wet Me Down.
Yeah, Wet Me Down. Shout out to CL Production. Shout out to Daryl. We worked on.
You can't say Daryl because you
Daryl
said Daryl.
Jervis, sorry.
I'm thinking Daryl York. And I'm like, how is Daryl
Daryl
York?
Jervis.
Okay.
Out of Trinidad.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Dizzle Bueno on the production as well. Let me see if I'm missing anybody else on that. No.
Okay.
Shout out to Wildfire.
Okay.
As well. He does a lot of my backups on my tracks and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So background vocals and stuff.
Wildfire?
Yeah, Wildfire.
From here?
He's from St. Lucia.
Oh,
but he
okay.
resides in the US. But the dude is sick. Like,
Okay.
just send it to him and then we just send back. He's like, yeah.
How you find he?
I actually met him through CL Production.
Okay.
Yeah, because he does backs for, so he's known in the game. So he does backs for like Marshall, Bungie.
Do all the
Yeah,
background
so,
vocals.
Yeah, he's like concepts, ideas, and stuff like
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, so you just send that to him and you just
Yeah.
set it and forget it.
Yeah, and he'll take care of it.
Now,
take care
before
of
we get to the song, because I know you have a lot of people out there always telling you, especially G, he's one of them. King James, with the music, release the song. Tell people quickly how much time it goes into making just one song.
Well, the man said he's in the studio saying
From
Dizzle
one song?
Bueno to
Yeah,
record it
G-Tonight.
again.
Because you have to come up first. It's a whole process because you need the song, you need the idea, the melody, all of that, right?
So that takes time, and that's the thing with me. I don't rush my projects. If I being honest, Wet Me Down, we started this last year. Last year, not last year. After Carnival, last year before Carnival. Yeah, we just didn't get it right. And for me, it's about if I don't feel it, like I can't expect you to feel it. True. Like So for me, it's like I have to get that feeling. So Wet Me Down was done last. We started that last year. Another track, one of the other tracks, was 3 years ago. Shout out to Patu. When I got the music from Patu, I played it. I got one little piece out of it, but I didn't get nothing else. And I go off for
Vibe.
right. You know? And you know they say writer's block. Sometimes you have writer's block.
Yeah,
Sometimes
put it down, I'll come back to it later.
And then I just put it down and I might get up a day and be like, hey, let me revisit this project. And then I might be in a different space and, you know, more ideas come in and so forth, and we go from that. So that was 3-4 years ago. And then the other one, the last one, that was last year, to before Carnival.
Okay.
And we started working. So for me, the process, it varies. You know, if it could go quick, sometimes you jump in the studio, boop, boop, boop. The juice is running right, knock it out. And then sometimes we gotta go and visit it. And I like to listen back to my stuff for a while, because then when you listen to it, one, you get a better feel for it. So when you re-record it now, it's, you know, versus is like reading a speech. Read it from a paper, then if you how you say it? You retain it, you deliver it different. You deliver it with more confidence. You deliver it more versus somebody get a piece of paper and say, read it now. You know, you're gonna read it more because it's you know, you ain't comfortable with it yet.
True.
So I just do that. I take a while, listen back for that. For one of the reasons is that, and also sometimes you might listen to something and say like, hey, I should have said this instead. You know, this word might fit better here versus what's there. You know, like that. So
Okay.
for me, it depends. It could go quick. It could go long. It could be years.
True.
Okay, so this song is Wet Me Down.
Yes.
Did you have Bacchanal Sunday in mind for this, or no? You just
No, actually,
Okay.
I had. Well, if I'm being honest, I had Tropics in mind for that.
105.5 FM?
No,
Oh.
to play to Tropics. Yeah, we're gonna play it on Tropics too.
Okay.
But Tropics Grand Cars, like
Tropics.
That Tropics. When I did this one, that was what my mind.
So you was catching a wine in Tropics on a Friday night.
Actually, I was in a.
Express yourself.
he said,
It's a podcast. Express
So,
yourself.
you know, I was in a zone, you know, and I just channeled that into the music, and this is what we came up with. I got the melodies, and then when I sent it to Daryl Jervis, he was like, "Yo, bro," and then I had some lyrics as well, but he filled in the rest, and we completed the project, and here we are. This one, listen, it's different.
It's a power. It's a groovy. It's a what? It's a booyah. What is it?
It's a compa.
I was just gonna say, if he was at Tropics, it has to be a little.
I don't
It's a
know.
compa.
You could have Big Boss and Maestro playing that night.
Dance music.
I don't know.
This is. I would say this is my follow up to Juke Me.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's put it like that.
Okay. All right, so let's do this like Brutus. You're going to hear the first exclusive, right? Exclusive?
Yeah, first.
Just make sure nobody else on the front side of the other stations get it first.
Look,
okay.
right here.
So it's exclusive. You heard it first. Here's King James. Turn up your radios right here. It's Laser 101. It's called Wet Me Down.
Wide exclusive. Wide
Okay.
Damn.
Nice.
I can just imagine what happened at Tropics that night that made you write this song.
It was hot.
Yeah?
The sea breeze wasn't blowing.
Okay, a couple of things I'm gonna mention. Number one, I remember when you first started out, you was doing the rap thing, and then you went to the soca thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you wasn't the greatest singer.
No, yeah, I agree.
You wasn't the greatest singer.
I agree.
And now I gotta say, like, whoa, listening to this song and listening to you sing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, did you do vocal classes?
I actually did vocal classes.
You did vocal classes.
Vocal classes.
Wow, I'm very impressed.
I did
Very,
vocal
very,
classes.
very impressed with that.
And I got some more vocal classes to do because it's still learning,
course.
still learning different techniques.
Of course.
So right now I'm getting ready to do vocal classes at the Vocal Lab with
Okay, with Natisha.
Okay.
So
Oh,
definitely
Natisha.
Shout
Shout out to
definitely
Natisha
shout out
Hansen.
to Natisha.
Okay.
Getting ready to fix up these
cards.
cards.
The vocal
you know?
chords.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fix them up.
Okay. And number two, I really like, who did the production
Yeah,
again?
the production
CL
is
Productions.
nice.
Did the productions.
That's actually who did Juke and Me as well.
Right. Okay. So I see why you say it might be part two that you can. And number two, is it possible that we can get the King
Ooh,
on
remix.
this track?
I know, right?
A remix.
Not the Prince
The King.
of Zouk, the King of
I
Zouk.
know
Is
what you
it
mean.
possible? Can we get a remix with him on it?
I would be
Because
open to
I'm
that.
listening to this and I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
If both of these guys were on this track,
Yeah.
you do your little English part, he do his little French part. That would be
Crazy.
fire. You and Oswald on here?
Fire.
But no disrespect to Oswald. Without Oswald, the track is still fire.
Yeah.
So I do like the track though.
Appreciate it.
I do like the track. That was fire. Super. Anything?
I like it. I mean, just the whole breakdown at the end with the rhythm and everything.
Yeah,
Love
that
the
compa.
production. Like G said, your voice is much more. It's clearer. It's a little bit more melodic. Because I know you naturally you have a
Raspy,
raspy voice,
Right.
You know. So I like it. I did not expect this.
And that's one of the things that I learned in vocal class that I always thought because of the raspiness, it's like
You had to stick to it.
like, but we discovered that I have the raspiness, but I actually have range, so I can get up in the high keys.
Yeah.
It's just about the techniques and learning. And I tell everybody, like, everybody could sing. Your vocal cords is just like my vocal cords.
I horrible.
Just
I can't
your
sing.
vocal cords. It's just about training
range
them. It's
and
just
how-
training
yeah.
them
Oh,
and,
okay.
and knowing how to use them, and like with singing, projecting. You project. A lot of people like to sing in their throat.
From the throat, yeah.
And
Gotta
you
sing
project
from
your
your diaphragm.
You sing from your diaphragm.
They always say that.
Yep.
Yeah, you sing from your diaphragm, and that's how that's where you could like sustain long. When you see the singers that sustain
Right.
long hoses because they have the air in the diaphragm and
Yeah.
they're pushing it from here, and they're basically just emptying out the tank till the tank runs dry, and then like that,
Okay.
and different techniques like that. So that's all part of things that I learned with vocal training, and it's something that I tell artists, like, not because I came out, I did my thing, and I won soca groovy, like that mean I'm good. No, like you could always improve on your
Gotta keep-
craft.
yeah, you gotta keep working
You're
on
only
that.
as good as your last show, your last performance.
Exactly, you could always improve on your craft, and that's something that I take very serious, and I do what's ever necessary to do,
So this song, this Friday, Saturday at Tropics, this song I'll play.
Yeah, Black Boy say he gonna burn a hole in it for me. Black Boy say he gonna deal up with it. Yeah, this one gonna deal up the place for sure.
I like it, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What do you think is the most difficult part for you when it comes to your growth? Was it, the voice, training your voice, or was it the actual stage performance? Because when you're on the stage, I see a whole different beast now compared to when you first started. You're very shy.
Yeah.
You
Still shy.
You just stuck
Still shy.
stuck to the middle of the stage. Now you command the stage. You command the crowd. Whether it's on the stage, whether it's on the grass, whether it's wherever.
Wherever you put me
I
on.
see now. You learn how to deal with the people.
Yeah.
What would you say is still difficult for you though?
Difficult.
Taking off your shirt on the show, right? You
That's
ain't there
still
yet.
difficult. We ain't
You
there
ain't
yet.
there
That's
yet.
still difficult. We ain't there yet.
He reached
It's coming.
C1.
It's coming.
It's coming.
He reached
coming.
C1 level yet.
No, I reached
X,
C1
yeah.
yet. Because you wanna walk over with his shirt.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Maestro, I saw Maestro too now taking off his shirt.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I know what's going on with these French
Yeah,
boys.
I don't know, something in the air over on the French side. But yeah, difficult.
Or what was the most challenging for you? Is it more working with the voice, or still, because you say you still, get nervous, shy with the stage?
The stage was more for me.
Stage
the
presence,
voice,
yes.
the stage was more difficult for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm naturally like,
You're very reserved,
I'm reserved.
quiet,
If I don't know you are, we ain't like that. Like I just think I can't you leave that about attack. Like, like
He's stupid, man.
no, you know exactly this and that.
That boy do it?
But I just be ready sitting there and listen. Like I just
Listening.
listening. And I observe. And I remember Steven told me, he said, the one thing with you, like you're like a sponge. You're just sitting and observing, and listening, and soaking in. I want to hear the conversations.
Listen and learn.
Listen and learn, exactly. And with the stage, that was the hardest part. But when going out, and that's why I always encourage all the upcoming artists anywhere. If you could hear me right now, go out there. Get our experience out there. Go and learn. I've learned so much from being around these guys. Lyrical. Shout out to Lyrical. Marshall. Vaughn. I was on tour with Vaughn when we did Switzerland and we did Dubai and all these places. These guys, and I learned so much from them. That again, everything is like a technique. It's a formula. In the end of the day, there's little things like sometimes you might reach in a place and like there's a bunch of people and you're not known, and I just try to teach the upcoming artists this, like, you go a place that people don't know you, don't go and say, if you're having a good time, scream, those type of things, because it's like, why are you screaming for you?
I
don't know
hate that.
I don't know you, and you're setting yourself
because
up.
they're so programmed to saying
Because
this.
they're saying what they say.
And some of the DJs here do it too. They're so programmed to saying it. It's like, that's not the crowd you should be saying that to.
Exactly. You gotta know what to say. So like even like DJ and stuff, and who I learn a lot from too as well when it comes to like those type of things. Kimbe.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna. He's come a long way.
This guy says some things that is like, what? But the reaction, you're gonna get a reaction. It's the same thing like when you say, if you out in a party and say, if you have a $50, put your hands up. Or if you have $100, nobody don't want to be the fellow with the $50. Everybody want to be the fellow with $100.
$100.
So even if you don't have $100, your hand is there.
Exactly.
Because you look around, wait, so you don't got no money? It's like, I ain't trying to be that guy. The same thing like, ladies, if you independent and you bought your own thing, who don't want to be an independent woman?
Right.
Yes, so look, those little things like that. I remember I was in LA with Marshall, Leroy, and these guys, and I remember I went on stage and I was performing, and performing, trying to get a crowd with me. Yeah, a couple people with you, but it was hundreds of people in the venue. And you got a couple people vibing with you, but you getting that.
You're not getting the whole right.
And then Leroy came on stage after me, and he said, if you represent the best Caribbean island, make some noise. Everybody feel they represent the best Caribbean island.
There you go.
So I gonna make noise, and little things like that. And it was like, oh,
right.
Yeah,
okay.
So
those so that going out there and experiencing these type of things is what helped me and to grow in these different. And now I feel I've gotten to a point. I mean, I'm still learning, but I feel I've gotten to a point now. It's like a switch. Like it's like it's just over here, and you give me the mic, and like 2 minutes, like
Let's go.
Boom. Showtime. There we go. And it don't matter if it's 5 people, it don't matter if it's 10 people, it don't matter if
You
it's
have to make the best of it,
1,000
right?
people, is
Because you never know who's in those 10
Right.
people that's in the audience. It could be a CEO, a CFO. It could be somebody in charge of a band, a studio. It could be a prime minister's son, daughter. You don't know. So you're only as good as your last performance. So give 110%. If it's 10,000 or 10 people, just in your head, perform.
Yep.
And we have a lot of artists that are I'm not going out now.
Yeah, you see a smart crowd?
I'm not going out now. There's only 5 people out there. I'm
Yeah,
not
me
going
neither.
out. You never know who
Rock
that
the
fifth.
crowd.
You never know who that 5th person is.
Yeah, and you also learn, because like with me, that's why I was proud of the way that I came up with the process of like step by step, and like having to build and earn. Because I remember performing for those. I remember when I first went out, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people.
Correct.
You sing. But I feel like today I rather perform for a smaller
smaller
crowd
crowd,
than a big crowd.
Correct.
Because then you get to connect with them on that level.
Feel the
and
energy.
you really get to like bond with them.
Yeah.
Like that. And even little tricks when you got like you got a small crowd, 10 people, 50 people, you want them to do something, like people don't like attention. Like if you on a stage and let's imagine you in a crowd and I single you out, and now every other people watching you is like, oh God. Okay, he said wave his hand. Okay, let me just wave my hand so he could stop on it. Let me just wave my hand so he could stop, so he could get attention off of me. And then I gone.
Correct.
And those little things like that, so so
little things like that. All right. So we got one down.
yes, we got 2 more to go.
Two more to go. So
Yes.
you have a next song.
Yeah.
This one is called Block the Road. This sounds like a road march to me.
Yeah, man, that's it.
Is either that or what Romy's doing outside right now?
Yeah, 'cause they blocked the road too, man. I was coming wrong.
That's
I
why
had
he
to
was
turn
late.
wrong. I was late. I had to turn and look all the way there. I like, come on, man.
Great segue.
I was like, you gonna block the road?
Yeah.
I mean, in their defense, they did put out a press release.
Oh,
did.
it's okay. I missed
Yeah, they
that.
put out a
I
press release. They
apologize.
said 2 days.
I'm
They
sorry.
said Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Arch Road will be closed for grading and paving. So,
Okay, I'm sorry.
see, so
I
you
take it
can't
back.
be complaining. See, St.Maarten people
You see,
again.
again,
Don't
I just
read.
said part of the problem. I
They're
don't read it
fixing
no
the
more.
road,
You see, and
but we're still complaining.
and then when and if they don't fix, I'm be like, you see, they got this hole here for so
Exactly.
long and they ain't want to fix it.
Correct.
I apologize.
So
for
they're
that.
fixing the road. So don't give what's his name a vote of no confidence. Patrice fixing the road.
Shout
All
out
right.
Mr. Gomes on time.
So Block the Road, and the sequel's called Fix the Road. But no, this is Block
Block
the
the
Road.
road. Yeah, block the road.
Block the Road. Tell me about this one.
So this one was produced by Patu.
Right here.
Yes.
Mr.
Patu.
Youth Waves?
No, Patu from Angola. Sorry.
I
keep saying, yeah.
Left,
I keep
right,
saying-
up, right
The
down.
first time
up.
he said
Said-
Part 2, I was like, Part 2
Yeah.
does producing?
Yeah, sorry, I fit my bad. Same like Daryl Jervis,
Right.
Patu from Angola.
Right, when you say Daryl, I'm thinking Daryl York.
I
The
know.
same Part 2,
You're
I'm
thinking
thinking
Patu, you
Youth
too.
Waves.
Yeah. So but definitely shout out to Patu, shout out to MP York.
Okay.
But Patu from Angola, we did a lot of work in the past. He did Send Back Your Body Girl Right on Me. He produced that.
Okay.
Yeah, and we had another one, but can't remember.
One thing about King James, right? King James never remembers the name of a song.
But he knows the.
But he can sing it
Sing
for
it.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He does that all the time. Like, I don't know the name, but it goes like this. And he
Yeah.
sings it good. Like, oh, yeah, I know the song.
And this is sometimes when I'm on stage, I just forget the lyrics.
Ooh.
Like sometimes I be like, what?
Listen.
How
What's
the
supposed to
first
come
verse
next?
start? How we start
Listen,
again?
it happens
So
to
what do
me.
you do?
I just have the lead in the Ableton, so then I would hear it,
and then it comes
just jump
back.
back exactly, and then just jump back on it and go
Listen,
from there.
let me tell you, it's not just, there's a lot of artists today there's artists that I know and you know, they use teleprompters. There's big artists that
Yeah, I saw
For real?
the first
Yeah,
one I saw Cash
yeah.
Money. I remember Cash
Yeah,
Money when
they
they
have
did the tour.
teleprompters.
The whole like Birdman, Lil Wayne, all the lyrics was coming up on the teleprompter in
Yeah,
front
yeah,
of them.
yeah.
I was like, yo.
who was I can't remember who the artist was. They had the lyrics taped to the stage. The lyrics were taped to the floor. Like how you have your set
Yeah,
list.
how you
set
list, they had the lyrics
They had the
instead.
lyrics taped to the floor. I can't
can't
remember who it
see
was. Another big artist, another big group, huge group. Teleprompter was the TV on stage for all the words. I'm not going to put nobody on blast, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or sometimes they have their lyrics playing in the
In
air.
the air.
In the earpiece. So it's not just you. Don't worry.
Okay,
Trust
so
me.
okay.
It's not just you.
Fine for you.
But continue.
So yeah, so Patu from Angola produced it. Jay from the French side played live bass on it.
Okay. Live bass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dizzle was on the production. The vocal.
Who wrote it?
Record me. I
You wrote it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
wrote it.
Where were you when you wrote this one?
I was up and down.
I'm just checking. Up and
I was
down.
up and down.
You
was
And
on
when
the
I
road.
Yeah, so when I started it, I had a little piece like I said, and then I revisited it late last year. And what stuck with me, I remember last year for Carnival and the year before that, one of the issues was the police rushing the jam. And and the revelers was upset, and the girls them was cussing, and they like, yeah, we can't even get to go to walk up, we got a truck man moving, and this and the that and the that. So when I in the rhythm, you're gonna hear there's a part where there's like a truck horn blowing in it. And when I initially got it, I didn't know what to match with that would fit to make the truck horn and everything make
Makes
sense.
Yeah.
And then when after that, I was like, truck horn, revelers complaining. Why would the truck man be blowing his horn? God, they blocked the road. He can't move.
Can't
We need to
move.
move. Police move. And that's how it came up. with
That's
that
how you came up with it.
Black Belt.
And when did you start writing this one? You said it already?
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, I
Wow.
got the beat from Patu. I did part of it. Which part of it? If you know you're right. The pre-chorus. I had the pre-chorus, and then I revisited late last year, and then I put everything else, and this is what we have now.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to hit you with another exclusive King James Block the Road. You heard it first right here on the station with the attitude. It's Laser 101. Let's go.
Worldwide exclusive.
Brand new King James.
Block the road.
Why do you want to
Good.
rush a pretty girl like you?
Yeah.
Rummer, what wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's how it
Yeah,
really
yeah,
went?
yeah, yeah. Original, right? I couldn't call his name, so I had to say, Officer, what's wrong with you?
Officer Rummer, what wrong with you? I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I can see. I'm visualizing people jamming on the road parade for this
exactly.
song.
Yes.
I can really see that.
Yeah.
I can really see
Yeah,
that.
and you let me hear this one
Yeah, I
before,
said it to you.
and I said, and that same day we were having a discussion about the way how St.Maarten music has lost how it sounds. You know, I mean, again, nothing against the bouillon influence and everything, because this rhythm you hear a little bit of the Anguilla drive influence, but it still kept some elements that reminded me of the old school. Carnival, the Heart Attacks and the Rolling Tones.
Bad
It has
Boys and all
the
them.
Bad Boy. It has some of those elements. So I said, finally, you're bringing that, back into the music. So yeah, man, I like it.
Thank you. And that's
I
what I
like
said
it
in
a
the
lot.
beginning when I started. I said, check is we thing.
It's we take.
Ah.
Yeah. And like
It's we
going
thing.
back to the thing again, and I respect the artists that do it, because again, I love a bouillon.
Oh, of course,
love a bouillon. Love a
Yes, you
nasty
do. I
business.
see
I
that
love it too.
self when you was in Dominica.
But I respect more when our artists decide to take a bouillon rhythm or bouillon influence rhythm, but we keep our accent, we keep our song.
Yeah.
Shout out to like the Pies, Kembe, who else does it? King James. They take the bouillon influence rhythm, but they don't lose the accent. We gonna keep it sounding like
keep
St.
it
Maarten.
so. We're gonna keep it so.
We're gonna keep it so. That's what I like.
And it's important to that, because that's our
Identity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's keeping our identity a part of it, because
Right.
when it goes wherever it goes, because listen, music travels, you don't know where you're gonna go, and you want somebody to be like I got this tune, and like where that accent from, or whatever
Right.
voices. If you hear the accent, like you automatically associate it that Dominica.
Yeah.
So you think it's a Dominica
Dominica,
artist.
yeah.
You think it's a like that in that sense.
That's
so,
nice.
And even sometimes I would say this also as a disclaimer. Sometimes you use it as a trick to get in, and then when you get in, then you show your true
You
self.
show your true self.
I watched an interview where Pressure Busspipe said that with the reggae music. When he first started, he said he got in because he said
Everybody thought he was Jamaican.
they thought he was a Jamaican.
That's true.
No way.
yeah,
Yeah.
they thought he was a Jamaican.
Love
And
and affection.
Exactly, and he did that. That was his, like, how you say it? His gimmick trick to
Yeah.
get in.
To get in the door.
To get in, because him singing as a Virgin Islander wasn't working, because
Yeah.
first of all, you're not accustomed to hearing a Virgin Islander music on reggae,
Doing
beat,
reggae.
that type of vibe. So it was still kind of like, it wasn't meshing. So he said he did the song, sounded like, and everybody thought he was a Jamaican, and
Yeah.
that's what buzzed the song, because they thought he was playing a Jamaican record. And it goes back to what I said earlier about why would a Jamaican bust a Virgin Islander, but he would quicker bust a Jamaican because
Correct.
I'm a Jamaican. So because they thought it was a Jamaican artist, a Jamaican artist singing
They
a record,
bust the record.
you get an
Bust
extra
the
push
record.
because
And then once you infiltrate,
too late
in.
now. No, how's it do?
I'm the bus driver.
Gotcha.
yeah,
I'm the bus driver.
Same thing like the guy from where is he from? Hawaii. Nice to know ya. Let's do it again. Can't remember his name.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know his name.
But
I know the
he
song.
he did it also, and he's not even Jamaican. I think he's like from the Polynesian Islands or somewhere, Hawaii or something. Yeah,
I'm
he
trying to
did
think
it
of the
too.
artist's name. I can't think of his name.
I know it's so nice
to know ya.
Let's do it again. J Boog, J Boo, J Boog, Boog, J Boog. There we go.
Okay,
Thank you,
all
Flip. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, all right, yeah. All right, so we bust a compa.
Yeah,
So we did a
Kompasu.
compa, yeah.
We bust a road march. So what's next?
Next we got Bouillon.
What? In which accent?
In the St.Maarten accent. Well, my part on it is in the St.Maarten accent.
Oh wait, your part.
Your part.
Yeah, the other part is in the Dominican accent.
So that
which
means
is-
you have a feature.
Yes, a feature that's been long in the making. Faty.
What?
the Bouillon
Bouillon
Bobby.
Bobby.
Yeah, shout to the Bouillon Bobby. Listen, we've been working on this track since last year.
For real?
And it's so funny, right? Because you're going back and forth. I mean, Faty, don't kill me. I gonna get a story a little bit. So we was in the studio
so
working.
It's her fault.
No, we're not her fault, but
Oh.
we was in the studio working. And shout out to Faty one time, doing her thing, everything representing for the ladies in the bouillon world and so forth, And when we was doing the record, I told her, I was like, Faty, let's try do something like a little less on the vulgar side, and like let's try to keep it more, clean. And she was like, yeah, but I ain't me.
That's not me. What you
That's not
talking?
me, you know? And I was like, yeah, Betty, I know. I was like, I know, but just let me try, Let's. She was like,
better.
but she been working for
Keep
her.
it
She
clean.
was like, and listen, she was tripping. Shout out to Zavo, because we did some of the work at Zavo Studio. Dizzle was there as well. Shout out to Dizzle on it, and it was the joke. And Dizzle is that guy, right? When you're looking for backup, don't look to Dizzle first.
He ain't helping.
Hey, you think Dizzle gonna be on your side? Be like, but they're just like, bow around with that word.
Yeah.
Just put it out good. What happened? I don't have a problem with it. It's like, dog, you were supposed to be on my side.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So, but yeah, and she tripped. Listen, she was tripping on me. She was like, "Yeah, I got her singing. I want to sing lullabies and this and kiddie music and that." And it was a big joke in the studio. Every time we walk in, and with her and her friends, they was tripping on me. Every time she record something and I say she sing like a little, she was like, "Is that okay?"
She's being sarcastic now.
Like, is that fine? Like, oh, you need me to change it. Oh, you need me to So, but in the end, it all came together, and we was able to create this track here. The production was done by Mask Man, as well as
Who's
Fridge.
Mask Man?
Mask Man is
Batman.
Dominica, one of them. He does a lot of Asa Banton
Okay.
tracks. I actually got linked up with him via Asa. I was like, yo, you should do a work with Mask Man. I was like, you give me a number, I message him. I had an idea. I told it to him, and he sent back something. And that
So
was
what
it.
was this idea that you had, King?
So the concept, we sampled the I like it like that.
I like it like that.
So I had an idea with using that sample, just like how Cardi B them did it with
Correct.
that thing, and use that and recreate it, because then it's like it's a back and forth between me and Faty. I like it like that, you like it like that, and
I can imagine what she was probably saying.
Boy, what you
I
want to
can
really say?
imagine. Now I need to listen. Faithy, my mother listening.
So shout out to my mother one time, right? Because I remember when I tell my mother, I was like, Mom, so I'm working on a track with Faty. She was like, with who? I was like, Faty.
Not in this house.
She was like, not with them words or it. I was like, it's music. Don't worry, we gonna work on it. She was
Yeah.
like, okay. She was like, okay.
So now once she heard the final, what?
She ain't heard it yet.
Oh, she ain't heard it yet.
I ain't played for her.
You didn't play for your mother?
I ain't played for her yet.
No, I'm talking about Faty.
Oh yeah.
Of course, she's in the studio.
So
Yeah,
that's what I
she's
mean.
in the
But now that she heard and it was- has she been like, okay, I could actually do this. I don't have to skin out and talk about this and that.
We didn't go that far, but
Okay.
I mean, she likes the track,
Right.
I mean,
because the one she just did with Kembe too, that's kind of
exactly that same thing. Exactly the same thing. So
Yeah.
those two tracks were more, on the other side.
the
And at
lighter
the same
side,
time
yeah.
too, I wanted to showcase another side of her, because she's besides that. That's a how you say a image. That's a
Yeah,
what's the right word? That's the Booyah Barbie.
Right.
That's
Her
not
image, how she, yeah, right.
exactly. That's her alter
persona.
ego. Her persona.
There you go.
So she outside of that, she's a well-educated girl. She has her bachelor's.
Yeah, she
in,
graduated recently. Yeah.
medical, some biology or something. With honors, and she's far from.
what she talks about.
What
in
you
this
would
music,
think that
yeah.
that's all it is to her,
Right.
and it's way more than that.
Right.
And a cool person, nice. Everything, so that's also showcasing on the other side of her, and showing her versatility. I remember we went in the booth, right? We reached the day at the studio. Me, Dizzle, Kimmy was there, and some others and stuff. And they were actually wrapping up the song with them,
Right.
with her and Kimby. And then it was time for us. So now we switched the project, gone over to our project, and we run the beat. And she was like, she said, "No, like 5 minutes." All right, she get up and she went in the booth,
Right.
and she just started to spit like freestyle. Like she
Oh,
write
okay.
nothing. Like
She
she
didn't write
didn't
anything.
write nothing down. Anything like just in her head maybe.
Yeah.
And she just went in and she was like, and I was like, whoa.
She Jay-Z'd it.
And it was, but I was when that was the first takes. I was like,
Can you do it again?
okay, like maybe we change some words.
Oh.
Maybe we fix some stuff
That was
and
the
like
dirty
that.
version.
And then we went back and forth, but we came up with this, and yeah, you guys, I'm proud of it. I'm happy of it. She's proud of it. Everybody that worked on it is happy. Mask Man, Fridge, Dizzle, everybody.
And it's called I Like It.
I like it.
I like it. Here's another exclusive. King James, Faithy, the Booyah Barbie with I Like It. You
Mr.
heard?
Like That.
Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. King James kicking in the door. Right here on Laser 101. It's an exclusive.
Worldwide exclusive. Wide exclusive.
King James, I like it like that. Or just I like it, King James and the Booyah Barbie, Faithy. I like it.
Yeah.
I like the way you use the sample.
Yes.
I love the way you
I was expecting more of the merengue,
Yes.
but I like, okay.
Yes.
Nice.
I like the way you did the sample. Has
it.
she? Of course, obviously she heard it. She's cool with it. I know. I'm listening to her vocals and I'm saying to myself, okay, yeah, she changed that word. I'm like,
She changed. and then the two like we end up with two. Well, I would say more one because the other one was but the other one we end up with, I would say one word and it was like, I was like, okay, go ahead, Faith. Go ahead.
Okay,
we'll let you.
We'll let you get that.
We put our one in. Everything is good. We gonna leave our one in.
We gonna let you get that one.
And we just go edit it and we go work on it with thing. But yeah.
Okay.
That was that.
I like it. Thank
you.
When it comes to going back to visuals, you're doing visuals for all three, or what's first on the list?
First on the list would be the one with Faithy because she'll be here for Carnival. So that one is more time sensitive because we got while she's here to get her hair in the location. So that one would be priority. And then after that, I would say Shake It.
Okay.
And then the Wet Me Down.
The Wet Me Down filmed exclusively.
Got the Wet Me Down. I gotta do some more gym sessions and everything.
Yeah.
When she wet me down, I said, "Dice King James back." Die what?
That's his back.
Dice even there.
So all these three songs, we will or will not hear them for Koncert X. Will.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of Koncert X, how the tickets looking? How we doing?
Tickets looking good. Again, tickets are $35. We just did we just released another artist, another one of my friends, Lil Natty and Thunder. If you see a mass over there, get in your section, get in your, real bad man drink from the calabash. And they had the song with Marshall, they say Ambush.
Oh yes.
We pull the pin and boom, party comes here again. So we just dropped them. So shout out to Lil Natty and Thunder out of Grenada on the show. And we have the last announcement, which we'll be doing on Monday.
Monday, you gonna come through Monday?
Yeah, I could pass
you here Monday on the handover?
Yeah, man.
I just gotta double check, Yeah, I know you have to go to pick up the package.
No. That's this weekend.
That's weekend. Okay. So yeah, you can sneak it on that. You're gonna release.
I'm announcing it here first and then we post it.
Okay, so you're gonna release there's another artist for Koncert X.
Another set of my friends that's coming on the show. From the outside, and that's the one. So I sending everybody get your tickets now.
International artists.
Yes, get
Surprise.
your tickets now. Exactly.
Monday reveal.
So get your tickets while they're $35 right now. You can get your tickets at Calaboom headquarters, Tech Hub, Levi's in Marigot, Abu Ghazi, SXM Promotions, Picture This Studio, K-Ban app, indefet.com. Tomorrow we're gonna be out on the strip. I believe it's called the Bacchanal Lane.
Bacchanal Boulevard.
Oh, on across.
Yeah, so we're gonna be by closed hotspot tomorrow.
Okay.
So that's booth number 1. So just come and get your tickets. We're gonna be out there while supplies last. Once this batch of 35 done, it done. Cause Monday going up. Cause after that announcement,
done.
So make sure you get it for the price it is now.
Cause trust me, you gonna say, "But I wish I had get a $35 ticket."
Well, I can't wait. I still don't know who it is. I want to be surprised. I like the element of surprise. So
and just have a lot of friends. I got a lot of friends. I ain't gonna lie. This one, I was able to shout out to everybody, cause it was more from not King James the promoter, but more of like King James. Oh, okay, no problem. Oh, it's you? Okay, cool. Like.
Like that?
Yeah, like not free. Not like that.
But you might get the friends and family plan.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like stuff like that.
Okay.
And also shout out to Skelet. Shout out to the whole team. Everybody that's Sound 2000, Chachi, SCDF for giving me the opportunity again to be in the village. Everybody, everyone, my dancers, my band. Yeah.
So you even highlighted your dancers. I like that.
Yeah, and the highlight coming with the band as well.
Like
because
that.
Listen, it's not just me what brings that stage to life during Koncert X. They as well couldn't do it without them, as well as the band couldn't do it without them because we rehearsing from 9 to 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
And they're doing all the different artists as well as I haven't gotten a practice yet.
Really?
We're dealing with the artists, to get there, to get they comfortable and everything, because I want everybody to be comfortable on stage, so we getting there out. We had rehearsals with General Pie and Strozzy and Zavo. Man, listen, I am so excited for Koncert X. Listen, I just be because what we do, we record the rehearsals, so then that way they could go back home and listen back, and they could get familiar with how the structure is gonna happen and everything. And I literally just be jamming down to these rehearsals from the different artists and stuff. General Paistrozi, Devon.
Where you guys practicing at?
We practicing at the
you can't say you don't want people to hear.
Yeah, I guess in a state of the art rehearsal room from Daddy Keys out of Skillful Band. Yeah, the state of the art. Listen, it's a Yeah. Shout out to Daddy Keys one.
You got like a rehearsal room, yeah.
And a nice rehearsal room / studio. So if you're looking for studio time, looking for rehearsals, reach out to Daddy Keys. Get booked in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get out. Tell him King James send you might get a little discount.
No, you might get the discount. I gotcha.
But yeah, so shout out to the band. We got Daddy Keys on lead keyboard and Ableton. We have Sean Wilkinson on second keyboard.
Saw him today.
Have Buff on bass. We have Jay. He's actually he plays guitar for me when he plays with me. I mean, he plays bass sometimes. Yeah. Buff in there, he would play the bass because he's that talented. And then we have none other than Fridge, the drummer.
Fridge, my boy, Fridge.
The drums. He's back with us. As well as shout out to Elves. Because Elves is which is a drummer from Skillful, Daddy Elves. Elves plays with me as well. But when Fridge is not there,
right?
So last year he was on the show because Fridge was on tour with Ridge and stuff.
Yeah.
So now he's back. He's there. So the original unit is back. But definitely shout out to Elves as well because he's a killer on his own.
Okay.
Nice.
You have a name for your band again?
I was just about to ask.
I don't have a name for the band, and that's because actually, so Lil Natty and Thunder, they messaged earlier and they was like, what's the name of the band? I was like, my band. It was like, okay, what's the name? I was like, King James Band.
King James in his court. We
gotta find a name, right? But they buffing them. They usually go as Tonic.
Oh yes, true.
Fridge and them Tonic. They that's Tonic. Yeah, just folks, get your tickets. You've been year 1, you've been year 2. It's only right that year 3 be better. True. And I mean, it's 55.
Did you expect Koncert X? Because I know you had the concept in your head for a while, and then you said, okay, let's do it. You did Koncert X, and it became a show that everybody was like, wow, I like it. It's King James bringing his friends on stage, you sitting in the background letting them do their thing, and then you come out and you do their thing. Did you expect this concept to be as successful as it is now?
Yes, but not as quick.
Right.
I thought it would have taken a little while, to them to get things. But after the first year, everybody was talking. I remember I met people last year that was like, yo, I didn't get to go last year, as in the first year. It was like, so I'm making sure I come in this year because I hear so much about it, and it's like one of those shows that.
Why did you say that in a Dominican accent?
I said I'm Dominican. I did.
You did.
Maybe it was a Dominican said that to me. I was saying that. So, but it's one of those shows that like word of mouth is what sells it.
Absolutely. And not only that, not word of mouth, but the word of mouth because of the quality of the show that you put on.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you go to a restaurant and the food tastes good. The word of mouth be like, the food is good. So it was a good show. You put on a really good show. So I'm expecting nothing less than this, And then we still have a surprise artist to announce. So
sure. So and I mean and as well as you never know who might pop up on the stage that night too.
True.
In the moment. So even though you're gonna have those that are announced, that are on the flyer and everything, but
like you said, you got a lot of friends.
So are you doing the same concept? You're not having a host. You're gonna just do
same host. So I said that a couple of times, right? But we're supposed to be working on a host, but it won't be a regular host.
Okay.
Like that. So we still fine tuning that, but it would if that doesn't go ahead, it could still be the same way how we done it in the past. Before.
So
because I'm mainly the host. Once I start
that's what I'm saying. You still do the same concept, right?
You bring before me, we might have something in place. To take that role, and even maybe throughout the show, just create a little because we're more looking at a production now, and really giving you that take you on a roller coaster,
nice,
and just
I want people. You're gonna do basically not just a show as an artist performing, but a show on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever been to like these concerts in Las Vegas and whatnot? They're giving you like
an experience.
An experience.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
And that's what it is. Koncert X is an experience, not just a concert. It's an experience.
Got
you. So definitely I'm excited about that.
Who comes up with the ideas and say, okay, this is how I want it to flow. Okay, this is how I want it to the direction that I wanted to go.
Well, initially
The production, yeah.
me in that sense, but I also have assistance from everybody because I'm one of the guys like.
So you give them your idea,
Exactly.
and
they say they give me, okay, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Whatever, and I'm one of those that I'm always open for suggestions and input, because four minds together is better than just one.
Correct.
So I would go and be like, hey guys, in Fridge. That's one of the things with Fridge with the arrangements and stuff. I would picture he has a joke with me that I would be in the studio.
Fridge got a lot of jokes.
Okay, so he has one with
He
me.
got jokes with me too, but okay.
He got one with me, so I would be in the studio. I'm like, no, you gotta go like this and go high and go down low and then change it. So everything he'd be like, yeah, Mister, yeah, okay, Mister, like he had, like this. I'd be in the band, I was like, no, go up. So like that, but. Collectively, like I say, everybody gives their input, and the hardest part though of the everything for me would be the lineup.
Who goes where?
Lining up everybody
who
the
goes
right
where,
places
right.
and those type of things, And that's why one of the things where I start the show too, because I don't want people to. The whole point of the show is to give the SXM artists that platform to go there and perform. So it's not like I trying to get you to come and open up for me.
True.
You
You
go perform out there. Yeah. The people I'm coming in now, the village empty, go warm them up. No, it ain't that. I want you to I want to use my likeliness for you.
Yeah.
So that's why I start the show, because when I start, if they got 50 people in the village, they come in. So then that way, at least when you come on, all 50 people was there to see what you do while you on. Right. That's on you.
Right.
If they walk and they leave and they thing, which none of them ain't gonna do that because all the levels, the performance and everybody on the show is on that level. But just saying, that's on you. But you're not gonna say, "Bye, King, just put me on when nobody was there," and then he come out after when everybody was, and like that. And also, what I want to add, because I had some folks saying, "But you keep saying this about the locals, but where you bring the international artists for then?" Because it was always my plan to get to that level, international with the international artists. But from the point of, and I'm gonna say this now, I want everybody to listen good. Do not think that any of these international artists will be closing the show. And not even, like, they ain't closing, they ain't gonna be the act before the close, they ain't gonna be 2 acts before the close. Right. No. You understand? Because it's still about us. So they are there to enjoy it as well and do their thing and bring their thing. But at the end of this is St.Maarten Carnival, and it's about us being the spotlight. So I say that to say as well. So don't come late, because they have a tendency to be like, oh well, example, Lil Natty and Thunder there, so they can't go on early, so he will put it on maybe like 12:30. So if we reach there 11:30, we should be good. No, like, don't think like that.
They could perform 9 o'clock. They could perform right after
right after I open.
Yeah.
Right, like they could be two performances into the show.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm stressing. Be on time, because you might miss who you come in to see.
Right.
And that's both ways. SXM artists and the international artists. So the only way to not miss nobody is to be there.
Be there early.
And make sure you stress that every interview you do leading up to the show.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
now, being the perfectionist that you are, and everybody coming to you after the show telling you, yo, that was a great show. What do you still feel though? Because I know you're a perfectionist, and I know I'm the same, and I know how it could feel. It could be everybody cheering, and you still feel like that one thing, like
it could be better. That's how it could be better.
Yeah,
that's me. And like I don't get excited like like how you're like, yo, no, because to me it's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Okay, how we gonna be?
I did that. It's done. Next.
Like, yo, yeah, amazing show. Thank you so much, appreciate it. In my head is like, okay, how I gonna I gotta make sure that I get you to sit there again next year.
Yeah.
True. I gotta make sure I get you to sit there next year. I ain't getting comfortable. Especially one thing I learned: don't get comfortable with St.Maarten people. Like,
they gonna let you know.
Listen. You get a little too comfortable. You feeling yourself, you see? You feeling yourself. Now I ain't going no more. I done. I ain't going to Koncert X no more. You think you better than we know.
Yeah.
You think, So yeah, it's all about, and I really do enjoy entertaining the people, like I like to see like the folks enjoying themselves, and with Koncert X, and I've noticed that certain people that you don't typically see enjoying themselves like on that level or on that caliber, like I see them in the crowd and it's like, what?
Yeah.
But G-Money don't normally move. That G-Money over there running left and right, like, so all that, and so for me it's just about making sure that everybody that comes there enjoy yourself. Also got to send a big shout out to all the sponsors, I don't have the list in front of me right now, so I don't want to cut, but for sure the main sponsor of the event is Tell 'em. You know, so shout out to Tellem, you know, proudly local, you know. So shout out to Tellem as well. Shout out to all the sponsors, but we'll highlight the sponsors on the page as well. So everybody gonna get the shine.
All right.
And again, come out. Let's have a good time. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that worked with me, the producers. Let's go back. So we did Wet Me Down. That was CL Productions. That was Daryl Jervis on the pen alongside me, and we had Dizzle on the engineering. Then we had Block the Road, which was Patu from Anguilla. Big up to Patu. We had Jay on bass, me on the lyrics, Dizzle in the engineering as again, and then on I Like It, featuring Fatty. Shout out to Mass Man out of DA, Fridge, the drummer, as well. Dizzle, Fatty, and yeah, am I forgetting anybody?
All right.
I think Wildfire. Can't forget Wildfire.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Everybody.
King James in the building here, station with the attitude. Thank you, my brother. It's been a pleasure for you coming through and dropping 3 exclusives here with us on Laser 101 on the Friday Fruckus. Thank you for coming through. Good luck for Carnival. We're gonna see you Monday. Drop in and just drop the who your special artist is. So looking forward to that during the handover on Monday. And I guess I'll see you in the village tonight.
Yeah. Well, before that, forget to mention I'll be on the road tonight.
Oh, you're on the road tonight?
On the road tonight with Skillful. So
okay.
If we gonna block the road tonight, we're gonna start blocking from tonight. We like it like that. Shake it. We want everybody come out. Everybody come out, come have a good time. Listen, leave the violence at home. We don't have no time for that.
Correct.
Trust me, it is not worth it. You rather enjoy yourself than be in a cell in Phillipsburg for the next 3 weeks.
Sounds like a song.
I know, right? For real, like
sounds like being in a cell in Phillipsburg for 3 days.
Exactly. So
like
just come out, come have a good time. You know,
best behave yourself.
Hey, I know, right? You best behave yourself. You know, they got so much woman out there. Just come and enjoy the ladies. And also something I want to add. You know, like fellas, young men. You know, be respectful to the ladies, all right? Please. If a lady says she don't want to dance or whatever, it's no, okay? Don't.
She don't want to joke.
If she don't want to joke, she don't want to dance or whatever, just find this somebody else. Just, okay, no problem, and find your way. You know, you don't have to be no insulting, no none of that.
Right.
You know, respect the ladies. You know, at the end of the day, we all come from a woman. You know, you wouldn't want nobody to do that to your mom, as I would say. So don't do it to them. All right. Let's just come out, have a good time, enjoy Carnival 55. Come experience life. The whole world is coming, and we are ready.
We are ready. Super. I'm gonna see you in the village tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you promise?
I promise.
Okay.
I go get a nap though. I need some sleep.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. Anyway, we out, y'all. Sagan is up next with the playground. Thank y'all for joining us for the Friday Fruckus. And like King James said, be safe tonight in the village. Be safe for this whole carnival and just behave yourselves. All right. And we'll see you in the village tonight. We out, y'all.